And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
And look, rightfully disappointed with how they played here over the course of this run.
Yeah, you know, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for him, and we'll see what he's got coming out of the timeout.
Sullinger's checked in for Johnson. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Zeller inside. He's against Hibbert. Picked by Zeller. Smart kicks to Zeller, and he jams it with authority.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
The 11-footer got a piece of it. And it's Turner off the drive. Stolen by Pierce. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Hibbert. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Rebound, Boston.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Bradley passes to Smart. Sullinger outside. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. Sullinger's got 5 now.
That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
The drive by Russell. To the middle. Here's Hibbert. Shot is off. Now Boston takes it the other way. They double him with Russell. Pierce against Zeller. Stolen by Pierce. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Levine can't hit.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Puts up a 3. Sullinger, no good.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Boston making a switch here. Lee's checked in. Boston trails by 5. Here's Turner. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists in the game.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Now here's Drummond. Second chance shot. And Duncan lays it in. And Chicago leads by 5.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Nice shot by Smart.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
We've got 1:18 left now here in the second.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Now, here's Lawson after Jared Sullinger's miss. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lawson. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Olenek, he's checked in for Sullinger. Jerebko comes in for Evan Turner. Crowder, he's checked in for Avery Bradford. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Smart. Now here's Thomas. Lee dishes to Crowder. They double him with Butler. Lee kicks to Crowder. Picked by Lee. Shot clock at 6. Goes up on the high post. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Wall with it, defended by Crowder. Wall's shot is off. Got a piece of it. Up the floor. And it's Butler with the jam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover.
And we've reached halftime. And all right, the second half beginning in just a moment. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half. Defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop it.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. They've got Evan Turner, Tyler Zeller out there with David Lee. Then there's Bradley, and it's Smart in at the point. Boston trails by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Lee passes to Turner. Screen by Lee. Shots good by Turner. Turner's got 5 points so far.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Drummond a screen. Wall wide open. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Smart with the ball. They set the pick. Zeller a screen on Lawson. Smart wide open. He fires. Lee dishes to Zeller. Shot's good. 8 points for him.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Outside for Lawson. Drummond sets the screen for Lawson. Duncan outside. Puts one up from 19. Offensive rebound.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Boston shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That one is off. Johnson, he's checked in for Boston. He hits the second from the line. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Duncan kicks to Drummond. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Now here's Smart. Lawson defending. And it's sent back by Drummond. And they get it back. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And that sends Tyler Zeller to the free throw line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
How about the game for Zeller? 10 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be there to fight for it.
Here's Smart. Softly drops in the floater. Smart's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And it's Wall in the corner. Wall missing again. Boston trails by 7. Up the floor. And Butler sends it back. They recover it. Chicago grabs the miss. Duncan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Butler missing.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Chicago leading by 4. Drummond with a screen on Turner. Butler from outside. And Boston with the rebound. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Passes it to Johnson. Bradley against Butler. Fires from 14. Another shot. And the bucket. It counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Johnson. Jerebko comes in for Evan Turner. Crowder, he's checked in for Bradley. And Thomas subbed in for Marcus Smart. Thomas against Russell. Thomas passes to Zeller. Jerebko kicks to Thomas. Picked by Zeller. 5 on the clock. Here's Crowder. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Fournier, that's for 2. Crowder pulls it in. Boston trails by 4. Baylor with the steal. Kicks it to Russell. Back to Baylor. Connects on the open J. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Chicago.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Baylor on the double team. Jerebko kicks to Thomas. Hits it from three-point range. Thomas got 6 points.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
The drive by Russell. Outside Pierce. The tray. Another 3 for Chicago.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there. Going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
There's the feed to Olynyk. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. For Boston, they have hit 6 free throws in 10 attempts. First free throw is good. Chicago making a switch here. Levine's checked in. Lee's checked in for Boston. And he makes both free throws. Chicago leading by 4. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pierce for 3. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And that's 12 points for Paul Pierce.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
9 seconds left in the third. Knocks it loose. Here's Russell. Misses the shot. And as we end the third. And the final period of play just about to start. Levine is out there with Pierce. Then it's Russell. Then it's Roy Hibbert. And it's Fournier in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And there's the pass to Bradley. At the elbow, Sullinger. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Sullinger's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Boston. Chicago leading by 7. Feeds it to Levine. And he slams that one down.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
And stolen by Russell. A solo fast break. There's the lob to the hoop. And the jam by Levine.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
And the call will be against Fournier. That's foul number 2 for him. Turner's checked in for Crowder.
In for the Boston team, Evan Turner.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And Thomas, here we go. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Russell. Here's Levine. From 13, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. It's going to be on Avery Bradley. The first one falls.
Levine at the line for 2.
And so Levine nails both of them. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter.
Timeout.
Start it.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
And thanks for that story, Doris.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Zeller, he's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Chicago leading by 10. Hibbert in the high post. Got a piece of it. Turner with the steal. Here's Thomas. And he lays it up and in.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Zeller and Hibbert with the block. From about 16, it's Chicago with another bucket.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Thomas against Russell. Thomas up top. Zeller dishes to Thomas. Shot clock at 6. The 11-footer, and Hibbert with the block. Here's Russell, banked in off the glass. And Chicago leads by 15.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
right.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
They set the screen. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Boston, no good that time either.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
Pierce against Lee. Again, Chicago.
That's been their bread and butter in the second half. They've really knocked down their long-range shots.
And as hot as they are, no need to play conservative. Keep firing away.
And the call will be against Fournier. That's his third foul of the game. Boston making a switch here. Smart's checked in. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. And there's Zeller. That's good on the assist from Smart.
Assist goes to.
And that's 15 points for Tyler Zeller. Here's Duncan, and he dunks it down.
And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good team, Greg, because you should always be playing against the game and yourself. I know there's an opponent out there, But when you have a lead, it's all about continuing to execute. Do what you do and stay true to that. And I like that aggressiveness and full speed ahead kind of attack that they have.
A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Chicago. They're on a 20-7 run. Lawson the pass to Butler. Back to Lawson. Fires for three. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Chicago.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Pierce. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And here's Smart. From downtown. Rebound by John Wall. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
To the inside, Bradley. An easy 2 points on the layup. Here's Chicago. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bradley against Wall. Down low. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Jacks up a three, and that one's good.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They poured it on tonight, Clark, a dominant showing. And